like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings. This is the channel you need, so subscribe and follow Carmentary.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to another edition of Carmentary. What episode is it? Is it like 11 now? I've lost track, but it's the English version. I switch every time between Japanese and English. A little bilingual program here while I drive in my car and talk about some random topic. Today's topic that I'd like to talk about is social media, video related stuff, and social media in general. I don't even know where I'm going to go with this. I don't even know if I have a point to make, but it's something that's been on my mind a lot, and I thought it would be a nice conversation to start. And maybe some of you out there watching, if you have an opinion or a comment, you could leave something in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I'd appreciate some input on this. So this whole social media thing is, it's so massive, of course, around the world now. I've been into this for a while, both on a private level and on a work level, because a lot of what I do is video production, photography. It's like 80% of my life. The other 20% is like running a small cafe and a bicycle rental business, which is like monetarily, it's like not even 20%. It's ridiculously small. So most of what I do for work is related to now social media. Everybody wants to have the web movie. Everybody wants to have the photo for their website. And that's kind of what I do for corporate clients, big and small, is produce a lot of that kind of material. And I also do a lot like this, Carmentary, this little show on my YouTube channel. I've got Instagram, is my most used app on my smartphone, has been for the last 8 years. I was one of the first million users on Instagram for sure, and have been using it all the time. Facebook as well. I was kind of early getting onto YouTube, but then I didn't really utilize it for a long time until about 2.5, 3 years ago when I started doing these video vlogs, and it started to get really interesting for me personally. And now it's like, if I could do one thing and make a living off of it and support my family, it would be just make YouTube videos nonstop and be a YouTube creator, which is kind of the key word or the catch-all word for that now. But to become a hugely popular viral YouTube creator, or a creator on any app, whether it's Snapchat or Instagram or whatever it is you have all your followers on, and figure a way to make money off of that, is definitely not an easy thing, and I will vouch for that. I have like 3,600 followers on YouTube. I've had a YouTube channel for 10 years, and I put out tons of videos, do the vlogs, and people love them, but it's really hard to get a huge number of views and go viral and get a huge number of followers. I have not figured out the recipe yet. It's very, very difficult. So it's definitely a passion thing. It's a hobby thing. It's something I really enjoy, but making a living off of that is really hard. So I end up doing stuff for clients who are willing to pay money to have commercials or movies made. But what I wanted to talk about today was kind of this real fragmentation of especially video on social media. So in the beginning, you had like Instagram was all about photos, Twitter was people chatting with text, Facebook was just people randomly putting up all kinds of personal and whatever message they want to get out. YouTube was the video dictionary of the world, still is more than ever. Vimeo was kind of the artsy video site. You had, everyone had their kind of little niche, or big niche for some of them. But now, recently, I think we're starting to see a real fight, kind of a social media war going on between these giants, Google and Facebook, basically, who seem to own pretty much everything. And they're all trying to take away clientele from each other, and who has the biggest audience, So Instagram came out with a new feature. They came out with a new app called IGTV, so you can use it separately, or you can watch now long form video within the Instagram app. And this is kind of what got me thinking and made me decide to talk about this today. Instagram started off as a photo only app. It was an amazing thing. All the photos were in chronological order. You had to kind of look at it many times a day to see what your friends were posting in the morning and at lunch, at night. If you looked at it at night, you'd have to go way back to find out, what was posted in the morning. It was it was really cool. Over the years, it's changed. The feed is not chronological anymore. It's not just photos. You can post videos up to 1 minute in the feed. Then they copied Snapchat with something called Stories, 15-second videos that you can watch. This is also fun, and I've dabbled with it. A lot of people use it. Super popular. Stories. And now they came out with Instagram TV, which is basically long-form video. So you can post and watch videos, and depending on whose channel you're watching, if you're watching mine, you can see videos up to 5 minutes in length. If you're watching bigger name creators with more followers, apparently it's like 10 minutes, and some people maybe even can post up to an hour-long video. And they've embraced the vertical format. So YouTube, of course, 16:9 size. You have to turn the iPhone sideways to see it full screen. Instagram is straight up and down. Just hold your phone like you do all the time, and you see high quality 4K, up to 4K video in the vertical format. So we got a whole new thing now going on. We can look at photos and video on the feed. We can go to the stories to see what everybody's doing in their little 15-second clips. Then we've got Instagram stories, which I'm not even sure what it is yet. Like what I don't even know what I should be posting, or if I should even be posting anything out there. But basically, it's a new player in the video field. They're trying to take away at least a small portion of YouTube's audience, especially maybe the younger audience who are following all these creators and a lot of popular people who are on Instagram. And instead of having to go over to YouTube to watch their stuff, if they are even on YouTube, they can just stay right there in the app and watch more videos, which means there's more interaction and people are spending more time in the app. So eventually they'll be able to place more ads and get more ad revenue. And that's what it all comes down to, is that everybody is trying to get your attention so that they can sell more ads, which we all probably hate. Although every now and then there's some ads I like. I'm not completely anti-ad. In fact, I have ads on my YouTube videos so that I can make a little money off of them. But to be honest, I make like about $10 a month off of my YouTube channel. I'm going to be completely open with you. That's about what I do. So it's like 120 bucks a year. It's nothing. But I'm not totally against ads, because sometimes you can learn about new products or new things and say, oh, that's kind of an interesting thing. Maybe I'll check that out. So I'm not totally against it. But basically, it's trying to get more eyeballs so that they can sell more ads. The problem is, as a creator myself, now we have so many options of where to output what we create. I find it becoming more and more difficult. Do you put all your eggs in one basket and just say, no, all my stuff is going to live on YouTube, that's it? Maybe even quit Instagram, quit Facebook. I'm just going straight up YouTube. Everybody, if you want to see me, you got to come to YouTube. That's one thought. The other thought, and a famous creator said it in a video I watched the other day, is maybe you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. Maybe you should diversify and have videos on Instagram, because maybe that's going to be the next big thing. Maybe 10 years from now, YouTube is like just this thing we go to see how-to videos, and everything else is on Instagram. Who knows? You don't want to miss the next big wave, right? But I'm definitely finding it difficult as a creator to figure out what to create for what platform, in what way, in what volume, and how often. So that's a thought. And I think it's the same for the people who just watch stuff and enjoy seeing videos made by, creators and people and whatever. So now there's so many choices and so many apps, and is it too much now? Is it kind of becoming a little overwhelming? It's like, watched the video, how many people liked it, the comments, and then you have something called audience retention, which is actually, they show you a little scale over the length of your video. You know, it starts up here at 100%, and it drops off, and you can see how many people stayed to the very end of your video. I posted videos just over a minute to up to about 2.5 to almost 3 minutes. And right away I could see that the longer videos, the audience retention was terrible. Now maybe that's because my videos were boring. But I think the attention span of the social media people watching these things, and that includes me too, is pretty short. If it's not an unbelievably amazing video, you're gonna swipe left pretty quick. And I found my audience retention on the longer videos was like 22%, but if the video was about a minute, then it was like 45% or 50%, almost half the people. But that's interesting because you can post a video up to a minute long straight on the feed. So what's the need of going to IGTV if people's attention spans are only 1 minute long? So some things to think about there. I don't really have any answers, but I'm definitely kind of feeling really fragmented, both as a viewer and as a contributor to this whole social media world now. And I'm trying to kind of figure out where things are going here. If you got any ideas out there, I'd appreciate hearing it. And if you watch these Carmentary videos to the end, by the way, you don't have to watch these videos. You can just like listen to them because there's really not a lot to see here. But if you listen and enjoy and, you know, have an opinion to share, I'd appreciate hearing it. Thanks for tuning in. That was another episode of Carmentary. I appreciate you guys helping me get through these drive times. Enjoy your day and enjoy your drive.
So subscribe and follow Carmentary.